Every day, thousands of tourists come here. But while some are delighted, others are convinced they wasted their money. So, is it worth going to this hotel? Let's find out. Welcome to Sanctuary Cap Cana. Sanctuary Cap Cana is an adults-only hotel designed in the style of a colonial fortress. Its appearance impresses from the very first glance, fairy tale architecture and incredible views of the Caribbean Sea. You will find spacious and elegant rooms, some of which have their own private pools. 5 exquisite restaurants will delight gourmets with cuisines from around the world. The hotel grounds are well kept and green, and the beach is cozy, with soft sand and a gentle entry into the water. This is the perfect place for a romantic getaway or honeymoon. Sanctuary Cap Cana is ideal for those seeking peace, beauty, and top-level service. The hotel's rating is 4.6 on Google, 8.7 on Booking.com, and 4.7 on TripAdvisor. However, even such a popular hotel has its drawbacks, which can significantly influence your choice. Let's take a closer look at all the pros and cons so you can make the right decision. But before we start, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to our channel and support this video with likes and comments. Thank you. When I first approached the beach at Sanctuary Cap Cana, it seemed cozy but too small. In June, unfortunately, there is a lot of seaweed, and it fills the coastal area, making swimming difficult. The sea was quite murky, which immediately spoiled the overall impression. There were many stones in the water, which can easily cause injury. You need to be very careful. I didn't notice any wildlife here, and the beach looked artificially maintained and a bit boring. Fortunately, just a 5-minute walk from the hotel, there is a better beach. The water there is cleaner, and there is almost no seaweed. We also went on an excursion to Sana Island, and the beach there was truly paradise. This somewhat compensated for the weak points of the local beach. Overall, for a peaceful holiday with beautiful views, it is suitable, but don't expect perfect swimming. If it weren't for the season and seaweed, the impressions could have been completely different. Friends, if you have already stayed at Sanctuary Cap Cana, write in the comments what you liked and what you didn't. I'll be happy to discuss. And now, let's take a look at the hotel grounds. The grounds of Sanctuary Cap Cana made a very pleasant impression on me. Everything here looks beautiful and well kept, and the hotel's architecture is truly impressive, stylish and harmonious. I especially liked that the hotel is located in a picturesque place, and getting there was quite easy. The common areas are cozy and comfortable, making it pleasant to spend time in them. There are many leisure options on the grounds. For example, we signed up for a cycling tour. It was interesting and fun. The spa also left a good impression, especially thanks to the polite staff. However, the bathrobes we were given were stained, with holes in the lining. They clearly need to be replaced. My favorite part was the gym, definitely the best in the hotel. There are also several pools to suit every taste. The central pool often has entertainment and activities, while the others remain quiet. Perfect for relaxation. Overall, it's a great place to rest and recharge. I would be happy to return here again, especially outside of seaweed season. And now, friends, let's have dinner together and see what the hotel offers its guests. The dining at Sanctuary Cap Cana left me with mixed impressions. On the one hand, the food in the restaurants was excellent. We especially liked the Asian restaurant wok, where the dishes were exquisite and the drinks the best in the whole hotel. The steakhouse was also high quality, with juicy and well-prepared dishes. On the other hand, the Italian restaurant was disappointing. The food was mediocre and did not match the overall level. Breakfast, however, was really good, varied, and tasty. The buffet overall did not impress. The quality of the dishes was rather low. Drinks at the hotel are a separate topic. Cocktails were average, with the same drink prepared differently in each bar, and there was no drink menu anywhere. The wine list was absurdly overpriced. Waiting times in the restaurants were far too long. For example, once we waited for sushi for more than 40 minutes, and when we asked how much longer it would take, they said another 40 minutes, so we simply left. Another minus was the strict dress code. which, in my opinion, was unnecessarily intrusive and spoiled the holiday atmosphere. The seafood restaurant was also disappointing. The dishes were at the level of an average cafeteria. Overall, the food in the restaurants was good, but the service and drinks clearly need improvement. And now, after a hearty lunch, it's time to go to the room to relax and hide from the heat. My room at Sanctuary Cap Cana was quite spacious, with a large and comfortable bed that was truly pleasant to sleep in. Overall, the atmosphere in the room was cozy, and everything worked as it should: air conditioning, lighting, plumbing. However, the interior seemed bland to me, and the furniture was of average quality, lacking character. Our room was called A Junior Suite, but to be honest, the name did not match reality. The chairs were dirty and stained, there were damp spots on the ceiling, and the bathroom door handle was loose and about to fall off. The fan was especially annoying. It made a loud, unpleasant noise that made it hard to relax. It felt like the room hadn't been renovated in a long time. Despite this, the sense of comfort was still there, but it did not reach the luxury level. Now let's talk about the people who make your stay comfortable: the staff. The staff at Sanctuary Cap Cana left me with mixed feelings. Overall, many employees were genuinely friendly, especially the maids and the waiters in the restaurants. At first contact, everyone was polite and welcoming, creating a sense of genuine care. In the common areas, the service was good. The staff was attentive and quick to respond to requests. Sometimes it seemed like they could almost anticipate your needs, and that was really nice. But unfortunately, without tips, the attitude quickly changed, and instead of smiles, we saw only their backs. The bartenders were especially disappointing. Some of them were openly unfriendly and spoke almost no English. In some restaurants, the service was slow and inefficient. All this slightly spoiled the overall impression. Now that we've gone through the main aspects of the hotel, I suggest we discuss the entertainment, because after a vacation, you want to take home many bright emotions and memories. Entertainment at Sanctuary Cap Cana was my main disappointment. Every day we were promised vibrant shows, circus performances, magic tricks, dances. But in the end, nothing of the sort happened. Not a single evening featured real animation, not even a hint of it. The evening atmosphere was more boring than festive. For a hotel of this level, I expected much more. Sanctuary Cap Cana, located in Punta Cana, left me with mixed feelings. On the one hand, there are beautiful grounds, cozy rooms, excellent restaurants, and friendly staff. On the other hand, there are many small issues that collectively spoil the overall impression. The beach is small, with stones and murky water, especially in June, when a lot of seaweed appears. Entertainment is completely absent, even though we were promised evening shows every day. Service in the restaurants is inconsistent, from excellent to frankly poor, especially at the bar. Drinks and cocktails are not the hotel's strong suit, and the wine list raises eyebrows with its high prices. The rooms are spacious but clearly need renovation. Some employees really try, but without tips, you risk being ignored. The hotel actively presents itself as luxurious, but in reality, it falls short of the claimed level. And the most unpleasant thing is the deposit system, the return of which took a very long time. The hotel is not bad, but it is clearly not worth the money. Friends, the final choice is always yours, and only you can decide whether to go to this hotel or not. And while you're thinking, I recommend watching these other videos about Dominican hotels. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our new reviews. That's all from me. See you in the next hotel.